Did you know there's such a serious mistake that practically all cat owners make? One that could be ruining your relationship with your feline friend without you even realizing it. Yes, that's right. And I bet you're doing it right now, maybe, even daily. But take a deep breath, because today, you're going to discover not only what this fatal error is, but also dozens of secrets about cat training, care, and curiosities that will completely transform your life with your kitty. And listen, if you stick around until the end of this video, I promise to reveal a secret technique that feline behavior specialists use to turn any cat, even the most standoffish ones, into truly affectionate companions. So go ahead and like this video, comment where you're watching from, and tell me, does your cat also have that habit of ignoring you when you call? Share this with that friend who's always complaining that her cat only does what it wants, because today she's going to learn how to change that once and for all. You know that moment when you're just relaxing on the couch and your kitty comes, approaching with those pleading eyes, its soft fur gleaming under the living room light, and you innocently start wiggling your fingers for it to play. Well, that's exactly where the danger lies. Using your hands as a toy is the number one mistake trainers warn about, and I'm going to explain why. When you allow your cat to bite and scratch your hands during playtime, even if it's gently, you're teaching it that your skin is a legitimate target for its sharp claws and pointy little teeth. It's like you're telling it that your hands are live mice ready to be hunted. And believe me, my friend, when it grows up and those kitten nibbles turn into attacks from an adult predator, you'll understand the scale of the problem. But wait, there's more. This behavior doesn't just come out of nowhere. Your kitty carries thousands of years of hunting instinct in its DNA. Have you ever noticed how your cat spends hours watching a fly buzz around the house? Or how it crouches down, wiggles its rear, and delivers that perfect pounce on a toy ball? That's not just cute play, it's the predatory instinct in action, and when you use your hands as bait, you're activating that very instinct against yourself. The problem is that your cat can't differentiate between play and a real hunt. To it, if something moves like prey, reacts like prey, and cries out like prey when attacked, then it is prey. And your hands, unfortunately, fit that description perfectly when you use them for play. The solution, fortunately, is simpler than you imagine. Feather wands, those that look like miniature fishing rods, are true treasures for cat owners. They allow you to play with your feline while keeping a safe distance between your precious hands and those sharp little claws. And that's not all. When you use a wand, you can simulate much more realistic prey movements, like the erratic flight of a bird or the quick movements of a scurrying mouse. Your cat will be mesmerized, its eyes dilated, following every movement, its body tense like a spring ready to launch. And when it finally captures the fake prey, that feeling of conquest will release endorphins in its brain, leaving it satisfied and happy without a single scratch on you. Speaking of communication, have you ever stopped to observe how your cat talks to you without uttering a single meow? Its tail is practically an open book for those who know how to read it. When it's held high and trembling at the tip, like a raised flag, your kitty is telling you it's happy to see you. But when that same tail is whipping back and forth, like a nervous pendulum, it's better to give it some space and respect its boundaries. Its ears also tell stories. Pointed forward means curiosity and interest, but when they're flattened against its head, it's a sign of fear or irritation. And its eyes? Oh, feline eyes are pure poetry. That slow blink your cat gives you isn't drowsiness. It's a cat kiss, a declaration of love and trust. Try blinking slowly back and watch the magic happen. Now tell me something. Does your cat have a habit of climbing to high places? Of course it does, because that's in its DNA. Cats are natural climbers, and it's no accident. From up high, they can observe their entire territory, identify potential threats, and most importantly, feel safe. It's as if they're little kings and queens on their elevated thrones, observing their human subjects below. That's why it's so important to offer vertical options for your kitty. Wall shelves, cat trees, strategically placed perches. All of this transforms your home into a true feline playground. And you know what's even better? When your cat has access to these heights, it becomes calmer, more confident, and less prone to destructive behaviors. It's like giving it a private castle where it can reign in peace. And speaking of behaviors that seem destructive, let's talk about the issue of scratching furniture. Has your brand new couch already fallen victim to your feline's claws? Before you despair, understand one thing. Scratching isn't malice. It's a necessity. When your cat scratches, yes, It's sharpening its claws, but it's also doing much more. It's stretching all the muscles in its paws and back, like a feline yoga session. It's marking territory through pheromones released by glands in its paws. And it's also relieving stress and anxiety. It's like a complete therapy in the form of a scratch. That's why punishing your cat for scratching is like punishing yourself for breathing. It makes no sense and will only create more problems. The solution lies in offering irresistible alternatives. Scratches of different textures are essential. Some cats prefer sisal, that rough rope that makes a satisfying sound when scratched. Others love corrugated cardboard, which delightfully shreds under their claws. There are also those who prefer carpet or even wood. The secret is to observe where your cat likes to scratch and offer something similar. If it scratches the couch vertically, a tall scratching post might be the solution. If it prefers the horizontal rug, try a sisal mat on the floor. And here's a golden tip. Position the scratcher very close to the furniture it usually attacks. Use a little catnip to make the new scratcher even more appealing. With patience and consistency, your kitty will understand that there's an appropriate place for this important activity. Now, let's talk about something that can revolutionize your cat's life. Interactive feeding. You know that moment when you put kibble in the bowl and your cat devours everything in seconds only to be bored for the rest of the day? That's not natural for a hunter. In the wild, cats spend hours hunting small prey, and every meal is a conquest. When we offer food on a platter, literally, we're depriving our felines of an important part of their natural behavior. The good news is that there are simple ways to make feeding more interesting and challenging. Puzzle feeders, those with obstacles that the cat needs to navigate to reach the food, are excellent options. Food dispensing balls that release kibble. As they roll across the floor, transform mealtime into a fun hunt. You can even scatter small portions of kibble around the house, creating a true edible treasure hunt. This not only entertains your cat, but also makes it eat more slowly, which is great for digestion and helps prevent obesity. It's incredible how something so simple can make such a big difference in your feline friend's well-being. But wait, do you think cats are independent and don't need much attention? That's one of the biggest myths about our feline friends. The truth is that cats form deep and lasting bonds with their humans. They just demonstrate this affection in more subtle ways than dogs do. That soft purr when you come home, the making, biscuits movement on your legs, the affectionate head bonk on your face, all of these are declarations of feline love. Ignoring these demonstrations or not reciprocating with affection and attention can lead to serious behavioral problems. Emotionally neglected cats can develop anxiety, depression, and even compulsive behaviors like excessive licking or meowing, incessantly. That's why you should set aside time every day to interact with your kitty. It doesn't have to be much. 15 minutes of focused playtime or a cuddle session on the couch makes a huge difference. Talk to it. Yes, really talk. Cats love the sound of their favorite humans' voices, and many even respond with meows and purrs. It's a form of communication that strengthens the bond between you. And since we're talking about basic needs, we need to address a delicate but fundamental topic, the litter box. This is your cat's bathroom, and it has very high standards of hygiene. A dirty, smelly, or poorly placed box can lead your cat to do its business elsewhere in the house. And no, it's not doing that out of revenge or to annoy you. It's simply telling you that something is wrong with its bathroom facilities. The golden rule is to always have one more litter box than the number of cats. That is, one cat needs 2. Boxes, 2 cats need 3, and so on. Location is also crucial. Don't put the box in noisy, high-traffic areas or near food. Cats like privacy to do their business. A quiet but accessible corner is ideal. And as for cleaning, the ideal is to scoop the waste at least twice a day and change all the litter, weekly. Seems like a lot of work. Think of it this way. Would you want to use a dirty bathroom? Neither does your cat. And when it has a clean and comfortable bathroom, the chances of accidents around the house drop drastically. Now let's talk about the transformative power of positive reinforcement. You know when your cat does something you'd like it to repeat. That's the golden opportunity for positive reinforcement used. The scratcher instead of the couch. Immediate reward with a treat or affection. Came when called? More rewards. Use the litter box correctly. Soft-voiced praise, and maybe a special treat. Your cat's brain will quickly associate these desired behaviors with good things, drastically increasing the chance of repetition. The opposite is also true. Punishments, yelling, or sprays of water only teach your cat to fear you, not to change its behavior. It might even stop doing something in your presence, but it will continue when you're not around. Positive reinforcement, on the other hand, creates a genuine change in behavior because the cat wants to do the right thing, not because it's afraid of the consequences. It's an approach that builds trust and strengthens the bond between you. Routine is another fundamental aspect of a happy cat's life. These small felines are creatures of habit, and sudden changes can cause significant stress. Try to maintain consistent times for feeding, playtime, and affection. This doesn't mean your life needs to revolve around your cat's clock, but rather that a certain predictability helps your feline friend feel secure and confident. When it knows that food always comes at the same time, that playtime happens every night before bed, that you always dedicate a little time for affection when you get home from work, it relaxes and enjoys every moment more. And how about transforming brushing into a special moment of connection? Many people see brushing only as a hygienic necessity to prevent hairballs, but it's much more than that. It's a golden opportunity to strengthen the bond with your cat. The gentle touch of the brush, when done calmly and affectionately, is like a relaxing massage. Many cats purr with pleasure during brushing. Some even fall asleep, they're so relaxed. Start slowly with short sessions, always associating the experience with positive things like treats or affectionate words. Over time, brushing can become a daily ritual eagerly anticipated by your kitty. And we can't forget about environmental enrichment. Your home is the entire world for your indoor cat, so it's your responsibility to make that world interesting and stimulating. This goes far beyond just toys. Windows with a view of street activity are like televisions for cats, a bird feeder outside the window. Better than Netflix for your feline. Cardboard boxes strategically scattered around the house transform into hiding spots and forts. Even a simple paper bag can provide hours of entertainment. The important thing is to offer variety and novelty regularly. Did you know that cats can be trained almost like dogs? Yes, it's true. With patience and the right techniques, you can teach your cat to come when called, sit, give paw, and even do more elaborate tricks. The secret lies in short training sessions, lots of repetition, and, of course, irresistible rewards. Start with simple commands, like teaching its name. Every time it looks at you when called, reward it immediately. Over time, increase the distance and distractions. It's surprising how much cats are capable of learning when properly motivated. Socialization is also crucial, especially for kittens. The more positive experiences your cat has with different people, sounds, textures, and situations, the more confident and adaptable it will be. This doesn't mean forcing interactions, but rather creating gentle and positive opportunities. Having visitors can be stressful for some cats, but if from a kitten it associates new people with good things like playtime and treats, it will be a more sociable and less fearful adult. And what about that myth that cats don't need exercise? Completely false. Sedentary cats are prone to obesity, diabetes, and behavioral problems. The difference is that feline exercise needs to simulate hunting. 10 minutes of intense play with a feather wand is worth more than an hour of walking. For a cat, the important thing is to make this small predator run, jump, chase, and capture. It's the perfect exercise that works both body and mind simultaneously. Let's also talk about the importance of fresh water. Many cats don't drink enough water, which can lead to serious kidney problems. Cats have a natural preference for running. Water, a legacy from their ancestors who avoided stagnant water out of survival instinct. A cat water fountain can work wonders, encouraging your feline friend to drink more. If that's not possible, scatter several water bowls around the house, always away from food in the litter box. Changing the water frequently and using wide bowls where their whiskers don't touch the edges also helps. The issue of territory is fascinating in the feline world. Your cat doesn't see your home as a single space, but as different territories with specific functions. There's the feeding area, the resting area, the play area, and the elimination area. Respecting this natural division helps reduce stress. That's why it's so important not to put the litter box near food or force playtime in the spot where it usually sleeps. Observing and respecting your cat's territorial preferences makes the environment more harmonious for everyone. And what about those moments when your cat seems to go crazy, running around the house as if it's fleeing from ghosts? That has a name, cat zoomies. It's completely normal and usually happens after using the litter box or at specific times like dusk. It's an explosion. of accumulated energy, a way to release it and get some exercise. Instead of trying to stop it or worrying, enjoy the show. It's fun and healthy, showing that your cat is happy and full of life. We've reached the end of this incredible journey through the feline universe, and I hope you've learned as much as I've enjoyed sharing these secrets with you. We've seen that the mistake of using your hands as a toy is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to understanding and properly caring for your cat. We've discovered the importance of body language, environmental enrichment, routine, positive reinforcement, and so many other aspects that make the difference between just owning a cat and truly sharing your life with a feline companion. Now, it's up to you. Put these tips into practice and watch the transformation happen. And don't forget, hit that like button, comment where you're watching from, and tell me which of your cat's behaviors intrigues you the most. Share this video with all your fellow cat parents, because knowledge about our furry friends should be spread throughout the world. Until next time, and may your home always be full of purrs and soft paws.